Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle, and today I have another book review for you all, and I am reviewing The Night Garden, and it's by Polly Horvath. Before we get into this video, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and the like button, and let's start talking about The Night Garden. So this book is about the main protagonist, and the book starts off kind of before the present. It's kind of like a prelude or like a backstory to what's happening right now. So it starts off when the main protagonist was just a baby. She was a newborn living with her parents in a nice house, and all of a sudden the house sets on fire. She manages to get out of it, but her parents pass away in the fire, and so she is put in the foster care system. And there is people, obviously there, the neighborhood that she was living in, the house that was next to her house, they offer to take her in and become her parents. And when the caseworker comes over, the social worker comes over to that house to, get all of the papers signed and all of that, she passes away. All of a sudden she starts breathing and she drops dead on the floor. And so the book starts off with a rocky start, and so no papers are signed, nothing, but the girl ends up staying with those parents, so it's kind of a funny story. So now back to the present, the girl is living with her foster parents, and she's really used to living alone with them, being like an only child, I guess you can say. And she's used to being quiet, used to doing things by herself. She's not used to hearing people running around. She's not used to having to talk a lot because around the house it's usually silent. And so that's what's going on. And then there is another character in the story who kind of jumps into what's going on. And her name is Crying Alice. Like, they call her Crying Alice because she cries over everything, over all of the small things. Like, anything you can think of, she starts crying about. Like, if somebody was at an ice cream store, if she was getting ice cream and the worker accidentally gave her too many sprinkles or gave her the wrong flavor, something she didn't want, she would literally start crying, and she can't stop crying. She doesn't stop crying for like 20 minutes. So that's why they call her the Crying Alice. It's kind of funny. But she comes over to this girl's parents' house, and she begs her parents to take her children in because she is going to be off to another country. She's going to be looking for her husband because he went missing. He was a part of the military, the army, and he hasn't, called or sent any letters or anything, so she's super worried. So she's gonna go see if he's okay. So she's begging this girl's parents to let her children stay with them for however long she has to be gone for. And Crying Alice leaves her parents after the orphan's parents agree, and she is crying, and she drives away. And now this girl, she's not really used to, like I said, she's not used to commotion or anything, so she's not looking forward to this at all. But these children get their own rooms. They have extra rooms in their house, so they get their own rooms, and they already have so many questions, so much to say, so much to ask, like everything, and she's kind of overwhelmed. But one of the questions that they ask her is, why do you guys have so many gardens, and why does that one garden have a big lock on the gate? Why is it locked up? What's in it? And the girl, her dad, he told her the story behind why the door is locked, but she thinks it's super weird, and she thinks he was joking, just a made-up story to kind of hide the truth because it sounded like a really weird story, just, a fantasy story. And so she just tells him she doesn't know what's what's in the garden, why it's locked up. And the children are obviously really curious, and so they start noticing really weird things about this night garden. And they call it the night garden because they can't really see anything that's in the garden because, you know, it's all locked up. So until it's night and the moon shines on the garden, they can't see anything. So that's why it's called the night garden. And so if you want to read this book and find out what's going on with the night garden and hop along on this adventure, then make sure you check out this book. I will leave the links in the description box below for Amazon, Google Books, Barnes & Nobles. If you click on the link for Google Books on the bottom right corner of your screen, it will show the nearest library that this book is available at. And that's all I have to say about this book. And as you guys know, in every single one of my book reviews, I have a sneak peek where I show you guys what the next book I'm going to be reviewing looks like. And this is what it looks like, and it's called The Inheritance Games, and it is by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. And if you guys want to check out that book review, then make sure you check out my page. I post every Sunday, and I will see you guys next Sunday with a new video. Bye guys!